this metrics, I would call it personal development metrics, I would call it personal marketing, just 5 areas that I want you to focus on. The first one is academic, and then self-mastery, experience-based continuous development and branding. Now let's start with something that's very close to my heart, close to the Department of Education's heart, which is education. Now, Judge Museneke once said that I believe that it is through education of South Africans that social ills like poverty and unwellness that plague the nation will be overcome. What do you think? Now, I gave you the before and after about my life. The reason why I made a bridge from poverty to where I am today, it is nothing but education. Even the former president, Nelson Mandela, said it, that it is through education that a child of a peasant can become a president of a nation. It's not me, it's Nelson Mandela. And he also went on to say that it is through education that a child of a mine worker can become the captain of that mine. Mm-hmm. What education simply does, elevate. Yeah. It puts you at a higher level. When you speak to people, when you engage people, they can tell that he's been to school. Even when you are talented as a person, and your talent has been taken to school, we can tell that this is polished talent. Mm. That is why when you watch Khuselo Selota play the guitar, you can tell that this is a guitar that comes from UCT. This is unpolished talent. But when Khuselo plays it, you can see by the quality of the guitar, this one, it has to be like this, it has to, because he went and studied music. He didn't say, no, I'm just talented, so therefore I'll play. He took his talent to school. That's why they play internationally, by the way. No? Right. So education, very important. Now, when I was still in matric, when I read standard 10, grade 12, when I read 10, and that was a status symbol, by the way. Well, look at 10 and we could not get 10 and 30. And I'm not telling you more than it's not common. You know, how's not telling us about rough from my house? You made this so hey, like I did. Kita made this so that the man, what's all right? And motors not telling you move, man. Like our ideas have my shot again. But the opposite of that, there are people banally telling them we put Now, at the time, it used to be a status symbol. And actually, it used to open doors to opportunities. But then with the passing of time, matric doesn't crack it anymore. Now degrees become important, you understand? And there are many times when you go to a meeting and you feel uneducated. I mean, I was telling Mr. Mokodzure, what impressed me, it's not so much what he said only. It is his qualifications. Hey, I think I must go back to school. Because you see, the problem is that when you spend too much time with people that you dominate, you might think you are the hot thing, when you're actually not. Until you go out there and you realize, sometimes, I also sometimes feel uneducated when I'm with certain people. Now, a quick experience about Coca-Cola. I went to this meeting with the then communications director of Coke. Now, I said that this is a guy that used to be an editor of a newspaper. Now, this guy, when he was sitting there, he was reading the document that I had sent. He was literally scrutinizing everything. And I thought, this is going to be very difficult. I met them in the morning. That evening, I was supposed to go and do team building for Bonago George at the front court. Now, that evening, they dropped me an email. They said to me in the email, this is how the email read. And actually, I have a copy of this. They said, even though you fell short on some criteria, we still decided to give you the assignment. Can you imagine? You have got mixed feelings. Are we to jump because you've got Coke as your client, or to be sad, or like a short guy, but why am I short somewhere? Now, I dropped them in a response. I said, please tell me where did I fall short? And they said to you that we don't do business with people that don't have master's degrees. Because the entire team of 7, that's already the master's course. That was a back to school statement. Literally. Because it said to you that much as wherever you are, you are dominant, but there are places where what you have is meaningless. So that said to me that education, I fail, man. You understand? Because the world keeps changing. So very important.